So The Bubble was directed by Judd Apatow, stars Karen Gillan, Pedro Pascal, Leslie Mann, Fred Armisen, Kika Michael Key, Iris Apatow, David Duchovny, and a bunch of other actors. And the simple premise of this movie is a cast and crew of a blockbuster action franchise attempt to shoot a sequel while quarantined at a posh hotel. So, The Bubble, this movie, when it was announced, this was announced out of nowhere. I heard about this in 2020, and from the idea alone, I thought this could be a fun movie. And I am a fan of Judd Apatow in most of his movies, and this was announced as inspired by the production of Jurassic World Dominion, which was filmed with a lot of his actors living together in a hotel during the shoot. So, due to the concept alone, you expect this to be a laugh out loud film. I will say this about the movie. I don't think this is Judd Apatow's best film. To me, personally, I do think this is his second weakest film he's done. I do have a lot of issues when it comes to this movie, but there are some things in this movie I do quite enjoy, and I will give some credit to where credit is due. I will say, for one, I think Judd Apatow, he did have the good intentions of trying to be meta and trying to have some good enough comedy in this movie that was funny. I feel like he was trying to make me laugh with some of the comedy with these characters being in the hotel and the meta-ness of them, a bunch of these cast and actors having to do a movie during a pandemic. I will give credit for that. His vision is there. He had the vision and he wanted to make the movie that he wants to make, and I will give credit to him for doing that. And there is some comedy in here that I actually didn't mind. Some comedy in this movie was actually quite funny at parts, especially from a few of the cameos, like James McAvoy running, chasing Karen Gillan, which was kind of funny, but it was also a little weird. A lot of the jokes that Pedro Pascal had was quite funny. Karen Gillan is funny as well. I think most of this cast in here is funny. There are a few cameos here I actually didn't hate. Like I said, James McAvoy a cameo from Austin Putnam, Benedict Cumberbatch made a cameo. And from a technical aspect, I will say the movie is technically well made. It's very well done, shot. It's a well lit movie, and again, the director. He had the vision that he wanted to make, and you do get the sense of these actors having to be stuck together while filming a movie, because as we all know, with this ever-growing pandemic, this is a thing that is pretty much going on. And I will say that for the effort that he did try to make an effort. Unfortunately for me, my biggest issues when it comes to this movie is some of the humor isn't really that funny. Now, the TikTok stuff, even though I do use TikTok to promote my channel, this is not the good representation to do it. There is a scene in this movie with TikTok that they could completely cut out. The movie overstays its welcome a bit by over 20 minutes, and I feel like you could easily just cut some of this down. Because there is a moment, after a while, I did feel like the movie does overstay its welcome. And some of the other cameos, especially from Daisy Ridley, who I do like as an actress, wasn't really worth it. I felt like there were enough cameos as it is with McAvoy and Benedict Cumberbatch and the others. And I'm gonna say it, I don't really care that much for Kate McKinnon here. The only time I really found her funny in anything was a little bit of 2016 Ghostbusters, but that's because she's just being weird. Other than that, I don't really care that much for Kate McKinnon as an actress. I also will say there is some parts of this movie where it gets a little bit too cookie cutter with some of the comedy, and a lot of the writing here could have easily been improved. I felt like some of that could have spent a little bit more time with that, getting to know at least some of these other actors. And there is some weird tonal shifts a little bit in some of this. Now, for the stuff I did, like I said, again, I did enjoy the actors, I did enjoy the direction, I did enjoy the cinematography, and I was quite a fan of when you actually get into the behind the scenes of the making of the dinosaur movie. That was a lot of fun to watch. I did have some fun with that. It was cool. But it just also had me saying this should not have been a movie about the making of a dinosaur film. This should have easily been like a kind of parody of the dinosaur movies, and make it more meta, make it more fun, and make it more a little bit more creative. All in all, The Bubble, it's fine, but ultimately this is a movie I would watch once. It's not a movie I'm gonna watch again. There's good things in this movie I like, but there's a lot of things in this movie I felt like could have been improved if you just had at least a little bit more time with some of the script. But this, all in all, it's a serviceable enough movie. I don't think it's the worst movie of the year. I can see why some of you guys feel that way. It's not one of my favorites, but it's a movie that I'm like, okay, you did your job. So with that being said, I will easily give this a stream it on Netflix, but only if you're curious. Because again, because of this, a lot of the mediocre to negative criticisms, but I would say stream it for a one-time watch. One watch won't kill you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. So in the comment section down below, what did you guys think of The Bubble? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or you somewhere right in the middle? Let's have a conversation about this. As always, thank you guys for watching and listening. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for when more videos like this are up. As always, stay epitastic, join the Epictasticness, and you guys keep it cool. Bye bye.